your station choice can save you an hour of commuting each day. So get this right before booking. KTX and SRT trains stop at Gyeongju Station, about 12 kilometers from the city center. Do not book for the old Gyeongju Station as it serves only slower local trains. From Gyeongju, take bus 700 or number 60 for about 1,500 won directly into town, or grab a taxi for 15 to 20,000 won. A taxi is an easier alternative and costs roughly 15 to 20,000 won from the main exit. Grab your Mugunghwa train tickets in advance on korail.com because weekend trains do sell out quickly. Use a T-Money card on all local buses. Just tap in, ride, and tap out like normal. Load your card with cash. Before you leave Seoul so you're ready to go. Gyeongju is surprisingly flat for Korea, which makes cycling by far your best way to see everything at once. Rent a bike near Gyeongju Station or Dairungwon for 5 to 8,000 won. And you can ride the 2-kilometer route straight to Anapti Pond. Most shops open at 8:00 a.m. and they usually carry English maps. So be sure to ask before you head out. If biking is not your thing, buses are cheap around town. A ticket from the center to Bulguksa costs roughly 1,500 won. The Seokguram shuttle also runs regularly from the temple. For about 1,200 won round trip, you can hail taxis anywhere using Kakao T, and fares within the city stay very affordable. For any longer trips, buses 10 or 11 get you between major sites in around 30 minutes. Most tourists skip these 6 sites because they all sit within a tiny 2-kilometer radius in central Gyeongju. Rent a bicycle for 3 to 4 hours. And ride through the ancient royal capital instead of taking a tour bus. Stop at Cheomsongdae first. It is Asia's oldest surviving observatory, built with 302 stones over 1,500 years ago. Then walk into Dairungwon Park where you can enter one sealed tomb while wandering past 23 massive burial mounds. The hanok lanes of Gyeongshan village feel more authentic than Gyeongju. And even sell a traditional rice wine made to a heritage recipe. Don't miss the Walsong Palace site, an active excavation you can look down at from elevated walkways between the two neighborhoods. Afterward, cool off in the National Museum to see the 18-ton bronze Emil bell cast over 12 centuries ago. End your day at Anapji Pond after 5 for golden hour light and stay through nightfall when the palace reflections are spectacular. Both Bulguksa and Seokguram are UNESCO sites, but fitting both into a Seoul day trip is tough.
Bulguksa's admission is free now. Entrance fees were dropped in 2023, but give it at least an hour.
Try to arrive before 9 or after 3, when the crowds thin out for a better experience. From downtown Gyeongju, it's about a 30-minute bus ride to reach the temple grounds.
Seokguram is free too, and features a massive stone Buddha carved into a granite cave in 774.
You can take the shuttle up from Bulguksa for around 1,200 won. Or hike 40 minutes instead. Photography isn't allowed inside, but the mountain setting makes it worth the trip regardless of how long you stay. If your schedule is tight before heading back to Seoul, skip Seokguram and keep the day simple to save 2 hours. Save both sites for a dedicated Gyeongju trip when you can actually take in every detail without rushing. If you're coming from Busan, take the KTX to Gyeongju and rent a bike near the station for your Gyeongju tour. Start at Cheomsongdae before the crowds, then walk through Dairungwon's royal tombs and Gyeongshan Hanok village on foot. Catch bus number 10 over to Bulguksa Temple and spend about 90 minutes exploring its historic grounds. Afterward, grab lunch near the temple. Or head back into town for a quick visit at the National Museum. End your day watching an Anapji Pond light up at sunset before dinner at a traditional Gyeongju Sambap restaurant. From Seoul, it's a tighter schedule with an early train and bus number 700 to the city center. Hit the core sites by afternoon so you can still catch golden hour at Anapji. Before your return, KTX leaves at 10. You cannot leave Gyeongju without trying some of the city's truly unique local food scene. Start at Hwangnam Bread near Dairungwon for their red bean paste pastries, which have been made since 1939. Each one costs around 2,100 to 1,500, and the line moves quickly because they are so popular. Grab a box to take home, since they stay fresh for 2 or 3 days after purchase. For a full meal, try Gyeodongbae Ochu near the fortress, where you get rice with grilled meat plus over 10 side dishes. They serve local mountain vegetables that you simply cannot find in Seoul restaurants. Wash it all down with traditional rice wine made from an intangible cultural heritage recipe at the Gyeongshan village. The brew is mild and slightly sweet, totally different from standard Mikjioli, and a bottle runs about 10,000 to 15,000.